Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we are doing a long awaited project, and that is working on my back deck. I look at this all day, every day. It's out there, it's so easy to see, and it has just been neglected since the fall. Since the winter came, it kind of just existed, but it just needs some love. It needs to be cleaned up. I just need to tidy it up. I have fresh flowers to put into the flower, I want to say flower boxes, but they're not. They're just, containers attached to our deck. Bring out, the pillows and the cushions for the seating out there. I just cannot wait. I've been dying to get some color back out there, so I'm so excited. And every day, Danny and I have been sitting on the couch watching all of the birds. We have so many birds. You could probably hear them right now because I have my front door open. We have so many birds, from woodpeckers to sparrows, cardinals, blue jays are so beautiful. So many birds. In fact, there's this one little bird that comes and sits on my deck every single day. You can hear the birds. It's a house sparrow. It's so cute. It's like this little chunky bird that just sits on the railing and watches in our house. I think that it wants to come inside, but it's just so dang cute. So I want to take a second to thank today's sponsor, Birdfy. Birdfy was fantastic and sent me this incredible smart bird feeder that comes with a camera, you guys. Look how cool this is. I'm like officially entering my grandma era for sure. But this bird feeder, like I said, is the first of its kind. It comes with a camera and AI identification that can identify over 6,000 different types of birds. How fun is that? So not only do you get to watch the birds come and eat and be so dang cute, I cannot wait to see that little sparrow's face, but it also can tell you what kind of birds they are. So if you're like, how do you know it's a sparrow, Tiffany? That's because it can tell you all of the different types of birds that are coming to your bird feeder, which I think is so very fun. It's solar powered. So I don't have to worry about charging it, which is great. Keeps it super energy efficient and green, which I love, and so does my husband. It's waterproof. It has a two-way audio, so you can listen to the birds as well as talk to the birds if you wanted to. It has motion detection and an app that you can put on your phone, so you can get notified anytime a bird is at your bird feeder, and it can tell you what kind of bird it is, which I think is so fun. You can also just log in and watch the live video at any time, which guaranteed I'm going to be doing, and I can't wait to show my students. They're gonna love that too. It does have full color night vision. How cool is that? So if you've got those birds that gotta come get a snack in the evening, plenty of night vision so you can still enjoy that as well. Has a 1.5 liter seed bin, so it's nice and big to hold lots of seed for those hungry birds. It has a 155-degree field of view, so you can get a nice, range of what's flying around, which I think is so fun, and does have an SD card, and you can do cloud storage as well. So you can record the birds that are visiting your bird feeder, which is so fun, you guys. And it does say bird lovers community, experience and share amazing bird moments with other bird lovers in the Birdfy app. So you can talk to other people who are in their grandma era as well, love watching birds. I'm just super excited about this. It also has, it says on here, squirrel detection and prevention. So if you get a lot of squirrels in your bird feeder, which my mother-in-law does, it says that you can receive timely notifications of squirrels and use the built-in siren and flashlight to drive them away. So if they are eating all of your bird seed, then you can do the little siren and just get those little critters to go away. So I am beyond excited to get this set up today. So we're gonna include that in our project today. I don't think I'm gonna put it on the deck because I don't want to attract like critters to my deck. So I think we're gonna find a place kind of out in the yard where we can set it up and the birds can feel like they have some privacy, and maybe they'll, more birds will come to it if they don't have to come up to the door. We do have a lot of neighborhood cats, and there's one that comes to my back door a lot. It's not my cat, but it likes to come and taunt my cats. And so I don't want that to keep the birds away. So I think if we put the bird feeder somewhere else where the birds will go, then that's great. I think we'll get better, bird viewing. So the other amazing thing about the Birdfy bird feeder with the camera is that this would make an excellent gift. My mother-in-law always has birdseed out on her deck, so I know that she would love one of these. It's a great Mother's Day gift. And if you follow the link down below, you can find one for the bird lover in your life. And if you're like me and you didn't realize that you were a bird lover, my husband has always been. He's always loved hummingbirds. Then if you're like me and you're like just getting into it, this could be really fun for you too. Let's go ahead and get outside, get to planting, and then we'll find the perfect spot for our bird feeder. And hopefully we can catch some birdies on there, and I can include some of that footage for you. So thank you again, Birdfy, for sponsoring today's video. I didn't realize I would be this excited about the product, but I really am. So let's get outside, guys. Thanks for being here. So here is an honest look at where we are currently with the deck. It's a hot mess, express. The rug has got like algae buildup from the winter, so we brought up the power washer to give everything a good wash. The deck desperately needs to be restained. That's not happening in today's video. That's going to be a project for the summer when it's warmer and when it's not so wet. Like, as you can see, everything is soaking wet. It rained a ridiculous amount last night, so everything is just very, very wet. I also need to power wash the house. So if you can see here, there's like some algae buildup out here. I need to do the whole house back here. However, that is not going to happen in today's video. That will happen again in the summer when there's more sun. But I'm only going to do this part because I don't want to have to do it when everything's done back here. But if you're ever curious about like what the back of our house looks like, here it is. Right there is a wasp's nest that was there when we first moved in. It's now destroyed. So when they move out, like, I think they come in and destroy it. I don't know. But Danny may have to try to get up there this summer to power wash that side of the house. You just get a lot of like algae buildup, dirt buildup, and everything. So this only gets morning sun, and then it's the sun is on the other side of the house, so it doesn't get as much sun as everything else. But once we have everything cleaned up, we're going to go ahead and bring out the cushions and get that done. And then we're also going to plant up our little planters out here. This whole situation needs to get cleaned up, and I've got some new plants. This is a little old Christmas tree that we had in our office at work that I thought I would try to save, but it didn't work. So Danny's going to go try to plant it in the ground somewhere and see if we can nurse it back to life. If not, it's going to end up in our compost pile. This back here is where our pool goes in the summer. Here's a look at how the backyard is looking. Everything's looking very green right now because it just rained. And the trees are putting on leaves, thank goodness, because they were looking really sad. So that is good. There's the shed back there. So that is what we're working on today. We're just going to work on out here, and we got to pick a tree for where our bird house is going to go. And I'm thinking it's going to go on that tree right there. I think that's where it's going to go. So first things first, I'm going to go ahead and get started by cleaning up the porch. I know it's not as terrible as I'm making it out to be, I think, but it really did make a big difference to have this all cleaned up. So just picking up certain things. We had some extension cords out here, just cleaning up, pots that are broken, throwing away the old flower box liners to put in fresh ones, and cleaning up any, leaves or anything that are out, just running the blower to get those cleaned off. As I mentioned, I really desperately need to restain our deck, and that is going to happen here very soon. I actually told my children that I would hire them to stain it for me. So that way, you know, they can earn some money and the job gets done. So hopefully that will get done here very, very soon. I picked up some fresh liners for my flower boxes here. These are from Walmart. The flower boxes themselves, I'm just calling them flower boxes. I honestly don't know what you're supposed to call them, but they are flower boxes essentially. And the liners are also from Walmart. So I'm just putting in fresh ones because when they get too old and dry, they don't hold the moisture anymore. But these are really great. I had my ferns in these last year and it worked really well. Now I'm just going to take a second to start power washing the house. This made a giant difference and it's incredible how dirty these were. Wait till I show you the before and after. That sun is coming out and I am getting hot, but I just wanted to show you the big difference power washing makes. So I don't know if you can see how like dirty this is, like all that algae buildup, and then you come over here where I've already power washed and you can see like how clean it is. Just makes such a gigantic difference. So I'm gonna zoom through this, probably turn off the camera for a little bit, and I'll be back when I'm done. Okay, while the power washer is out, my lovely assistant is going to help me power wash the rug. So I just did some over here. I don't know if you can see this, but the lighting is terrible. So this is all green with algae, just, you know, from not getting sun, but being damp. And then I power washed all of this and it got super clean. So here's like an example of the difference right here. Not washed, washed. So Danny is going to power wash the rug for me, all this green over here. And while he's doing that, I'm going to work on planting up these because that way, whatever dirt I put, we can blow off and wash off while we have the power washer out. I think I'm going to have you power wash these too. So, okay. You ready?
Yep.
Okay. If there is one outdoor cleaning tool that I would recommend for anybody, it's a power washer. Look at how much of a difference this makes. Now, granted, this is an outdoor rug. It's going to get trashed, but I have seen so many people take their indoor rugs outside and power wash them, and it makes a huge difference. So I would highly recommend investing in a power washer for your home as well. We're going to go ahead and pot up these flower boxes now. I'm just starting out with some Miracle-Gro potting soil. This is a moisture control potting soil that is supposed to hold on to some moisture so that it, you know, keeps your plants a little bit more watered, because when you have plants in containers like this, they will dry out very quickly because they are exposed to more air as opposed to being in the ground. So you want to make sure you're watering them daily or at least every other day, and you're using a good moisture control soil. I also added Biotone starter fertilizer. That's going to help to just feed my plants and give them the nutrients they need to grow big and strong. When you see these completely finished, they're going to look kind of puny right now, I'm not going to lie, but they are going to grow so big and full and spill out all over the place. They're going to be so pretty, and I want them to last until I switch them out for the fall. So I will make sure that I feed them on a weekly basis with some kind of water-soluble fertilizer, probably Miracle-Gro, and they're going to look stunning. So in these pots, I did Vinca Vine on the edges. I did Sweet Alyssum, which is those sweet little white flowers. I did Silver Dust, which is just that dusty, really pretty, like silvery blue plant. I also did some petunias, those white petunias there. And I also did some English, maybe it was English. No, it was Greek oregano, excuse me, but I just think is so pretty. And then finally, I added in some beautiful English ivy. So I kept it just white and green, and it looks so pretty and fresh and neutral. And when I come in with our flags for the 4th of July, that'll look so pretty. And you can just, keep this pretty much all season long, and it will look beautiful from inside as well. I didn't want too much color up here since you literally can see these from pretty much everywhere in our great room area. So I wanted to keep it fresh and neutral, and I think we did just that. These are going to fill out so nicely. I cannot wait for you to see these in the next month or two. Okay, these flower boxes are done and looking fabulous. I love them so much. I love that they're nice and neutral. They're just white and green and like this silvery blue color. And that's because I like to decorate for the 4th of July, and so just making sure that they're nice and neutral, you know what I mean, so they don't compete. We are going to bring some color into some pots. That way they're just easy to, move around if we needed to, but these are just looking really beautiful. I put new liners because they really needed them. These we've had since we moved in, basically our first spring here, we put these in. So I did exactly the same on both sides. I do need to go back and get another oregano. This is Greek oregano. I just think it's so pretty, but I need to go back and get another one because, that fell off. Because when I split the other one, it kind of tore in half and did not tear as nicely as the one I did on this side. So we will get another one and get that planted. I did leave a space over there for it, but I love how these turned out. They are so pretty. And Danny finished the rug. It looks amazing, 7,000 times better than it did before. So he's actually going to power wash his hat while he's got the power washer out, and we still have to do those 2 pillows, so we'll do those as well. But in the meantime, I'm going to go downstairs to the potting bench and we're going to pot up some pots. So I had filmed me potting up these plants down at the potting table. However, the footage was a little funky. The angle was strange. So what I did was I added in some really pretty pink geraniums into that big pot there. And I actually left them in the container I bought them in so I could switch them out if I wanted, but I may want to put those in the ground. I also brought in some pretty purple petunias, as well as some more of that really pretty pink dianthus. I had some left over from the front yard, so I went ahead and put those in pots as well. And everything except for the petunias that I'm showing you here are perennials that I can plant in my yard and they will come back. I believe geraniums are perennials, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure they are. The last thing I'm going to add over there is my rosemary bush, and that's to help fight mosquitoes. You can just rub that when you come out and release that delicious scent, and it will help to fight the mosquitoes. So I'm hoping that helps to keep them away, because my gosh, that's my least favorite part of the nice weather is the mosquitoes and the ticks. Ugh, I hate the bugs, but you can see how badly we need to restain the deck. So that has got to happen sooner than later. And like I said, I've already hired my children to get the job done. Danny is also working on cleaning the pillows. So he has a bowl here full of water and OxyClean that he actually used to clean his hat that you see there in the background. It's on the table. He just used that water to soak his hat, and then he power washed it, and it looks brand new. And so he figured he would do the same thing for these pillows. Now, granted, we could have taken them out of taken the cover off and put them in the washing machine, but this just needed like such a good deep clean, and the power washer did an incredible job. I can't even believe how clean they are. They look brand new. These pillows are from Walmart. I got them, I think 2 years ago. They were from the Better Homes and Gardens line. They were around $12, and I've seen them every year. So if I can find them, I'll link them for you down below, but they look so nice on the outdoor sectional, and I think these came out so nice and clean. I will also try to link something similar to the table that we have and the sectional that we have out here, because we love it so much. It's the perfect height for enjoying dinner or drinks with friends. I like that I can come out here and bring my computer and edit. It's just a really great height. So take a look at that rug. All the green is gone, and that stain in the middle is where the umbrella holder is going to go. So that will be covered up, but man, did we get that clean. It looks so good. And we're just putting out the cushions that we had stored down in our basement during the long winter. And we were so excited that this was finally coming together and we were going to be able to enjoy our time out here. The one thing we didn't do that we are going to do, it just was calling for a storm the next day, was spray for bugs. I did spray around the door area a couple of weeks ago, but I'll come back in and spray around the sofa and everything to help keep the spiders away. But I didn't want to do it before the big storm because I'd have to come back out and do it again. So we're going to hold off on that, but that will be coming. The other thing too is I just wanted to take a second to put up the umbrella, clean off the table, and you guys, we literally ate dinner out here the very next day. You would have already seen that video in our evening routine. I was so excited that we were able to come out here and enjoy the gorgeous weather, and I'm so glad we got this project done. And now it's time to mount our bird feeder. I'm so excited. We did decide on this tree here that is a little more in our front yard than the backyard, but I wanted to be able to look at it from our front porch. We sit on our front porch almost every single day in the summer, and so I wanted to be able to watch the birds over there. So Danny is mounting it to the tree here with screws that came in the box. It does come with a belt though, so if you don't want to drill holes into your tree, you can use the belt to wrap around the tree. We went ahead and used the screws because we figured there would be squirrels on this and we didn't want them to somehow knock it down and destroy it. And just in case our boys go and like try to grab at it, it doesn't pull it, directly off. So we went ahead and just mounted it. I'm installing the little bird part here in the front, the little cage part where they'll stand. And then I'm just flipping open the lid and I'm adding some bird seed. I just used an Eastern bird blend that I picked up at Walmart. You can, look for the right kind of feed for where you live. And as I mentioned before, they also have an attachment to this that you can add for hummingbirds in the front. So instead of them standing on that piece in the front, you could just put a piece up there for your hummingbirds, which would be also beautiful. And I think I might be getting that because I would love to see the hummingbirds on the camera. So now that I've got the bird seed in, I'm going to go ahead and just close the top. And then we're also going to add this additional piece here that's going to help keep the bird seed inside, help keep it a little bit cleaner. This is especially nice, like I said, if you have this on your deck, so that way your deck doesn't get destroyed. So just going to put this on and then we're going to go take this out to the tree, and I can't wait to see all the birdies. Now here it is mounted, and I think it looks so pretty. We made sure the camera was facing down and watching for the birds. So stay tuned for future videos where I will show you some of the fun bird footage that we get. I want to thank Birdfy for sponsoring today's video. Make sure you check out the description box below for a link to get your very own Birdfy bird feeder, as well as a 15% coupon using my code CharlotteGF. And thank you guys so much for spending your day with me today. Make sure you come back and see me again. Subscribe if you aren't already, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for being here, my friends.